sure you've seen other videos where people say that Medellin is not safe or it can be unsafe, but I've lived here for 13 years and I've never been robbed on the street at gunpoint or pickpocketed. Knock on wood. I have had friends that have had that happen to them, but for me, it hasn't happened. I go out a lot. I go to nightclubs. I've been to the posh nightclubs. I've been to the underground nightclubs in Itagüí and in downtown, and I've never been drugged, robbed, or kidnapped. And of course, I mean, look at me. The fact that I look Colombian, I am Colombian. I was born in Colombia, but raised in the United States, probably is a big factor. I'm a guy, and usually thieves are opportunistic and they go after weaker people like the elderly, women, children, etc. On top of that, I speak Spanish fluently, so I'm able to fit in a little bit more than most foreigners here. And I'm 6'3" and 230 pounds of pure caramel chocolate, and that helps. I mentioned that I've lived in 7 different neighborhoods here, and my favorite neighborhood to live in is the one that I'm living in right now, which is called Manila. Apart from this one, my second favorite experience was living about a year and a half in downtown Medellin, more than 7 years ago, and I was teaching English at a language institute downtown, and it was such a great experience. But living in downtown really opened my eyes to petty crime. I was able to see pickpockets. I was able to see the teams of pickpockets that work together to rob people. The person that would bump someone, the person would look the other way, and then someone was picking their pocket behind them or opening up their bag, their school bag. So I was able to gain more street smarts than I already had. That being said, I now live in El Poblado. I've been living here for the past about 6 years, and I can walk everywhere. I live on Calle 10, which is very busy, almost 24/7. It's always lit. There are police presence at Parque Poblado, Provenza, and there's a police station here in my neighborhood of Manila. So I always feel relatively safe. I've never felt unsafe walking around here, even at 3 in the morning coming home from a bar, because I walk to Provenza and I'll walk back with my friends or with a date or whatever the case may be. In conclusion, I feel very safe living in this area and with my ability to avoid making myself the target. Now, what does that mean to you watching this? It means that if you're not street smart, don't come out here with your iPhone and your Rolex. It means you're gonna have to dumb it down a little bit until you get your bearings, because there are areas where you can go out with a Rolex, where you can wear an iWatch, where you can wear your gold chain. It's just not everywhere. Also, when you get here, make sure that you're taking an Uber, even if it's a short distance. If you don't know your area well, you take an Uber, because it just prevents you from making yourself the target. Because what if someone comes out and tries to rob you? Do you know where to go? Do you know which direction to run, where the nearest police station is? You're not going to know that until you get enough experience living in your neighborhood. So I suggest that you Uber it or taxi it wherever you are, even if it's a short distance. And also, don't leave your shit unattended. If you're going to a co-working spot, even if there's other gringos around, you don't leave your backpack or your purse or your man purse. I don't know, guys nowadays are wearing man purses. But anyway, don't leave that shit unattended, because again, thieves are opportunistic. And remember, the poverty rate here is almost 40%. That means that almost 4 out of the 10 people that you see on the street that are Colombian could be living on less than $250 a month. So if they see a backpack with a laptop in it, guess what? Even someone that's not a thief, but that is struggling to pay their rent, to feed their children, you best believe someone's going to take advantage of that. So don't make yourself the target. Don't leave your shit just laying around. Always take it with you. When I go to the co-working and I got to take a shit or something, I don't pick up everything. I always tell the person that's at the desk, hey, can you watch that for a sec? And they do, and I feel safe there. And plus, the co-working is a safe place. But don't do it on your first visit. Make sure that you get your bearings first. Make sure that you understand the lay of the land. It's like a reconnaissance mission the first time you get out here. So all this being said, it doesn't mean that you have to be on guard and be nervous and scared the whole time, because I've seen that happen, and it ruins some people's experience of Medellin, because they feel that everyone's going to rob them because they've been told all this shit by either friends, family, or the media. Look over his shoulder all the time, and that's not the way that I live. Obviously, you've seen that. I've been here 13 years, and and me and my friends, we don't live this way. It means that you just have to be a little smart. Maybe if you're not so street smart, take the extra precautions. But for the most part, if you're not doing stupid shit, like getting drunk and blacking out or picking up hooks off the street and taking them back to your apartment, you're going to be okay. So let me know in the comments, what are you guys feeling? What do you think about this video? Are you living in Medellin? How is your life in Medellin? If you're not living in Medellin, why would you want to come live here? Make sure to hit the like button and the subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next video.